What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut, for our multi-platinum production team.
Arkatech Beatz.
Welcome to the music review live session. We try to get on at about 8 o'clock to, try to go through some of these live music reviews, right? We are listening to some music. If it's your first time here, welcome. All right, make sure that you're like, commenting, and subscribing. We are multi-platinum producers. I'm part of a production team. Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. And we're responsible for producing for your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, right? Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy, and Mobb Deep. The Game, Jadakiss, Raekwon the Chef, Killer Mike, Max B, French Montana, 2 Chainz, Wiz Khalifa, Shorty Low, Freddie Gibbs, so many others, Lloyd Banks. The list is the list. So if it's your first time here, welcome. I just want you to know that what we're doing is real in real time. Shout out to Max B. While you do that, French Montana, currently on that Narcos 3.5, Coke Wave out now, with the biggest record in the country ever since you left me. Come on now, we moving and we grooving, right? You can check out Me Too, produced by us. $1 Million Baby 4, Max B, coming out. And February 25th. More bang for your buck. Look out for that. We produce half that album. So just make sure that you're looking out for that. We're doing things in real time with real things with real people. If you're submitting your songs for review tonight, man, make sure you're hitting the link. That's the Nero.fan. You submit the songs. If you are a producer and you're looking to learn the music business and you want to join our community and you want to learn how to sharpen your tools in terms of your music production and things of that nature, make sure you join in the community. There will be a host of things that are happening in there. And I hope to see my producers here in that Future Producer Society, school.com/Future Producer Society. The queue is moving really, it's getting larger. I will not be able to get through all of these songs. I'll just tell you flat out. So, the best way to get heard would be to probably seek to skip that line, man. So, I'm just going to give it to you straight. So anyhow, that's what we're doing right now. Shout out Born Ready. Thank you for your gift. We're going to jump into a little bit of music. And while we wait for this live to pick up, because I want to make sure the people who paid for skips get a chance to get into the live so that they can hear the review that we may have going on for them. So in the meantime, I'm going to play a little bit of music from our discography while we wait for some folks to jump in. And hit me up in the live. Hit the like button. Tell me where you're from if you're jumping in. We wanna know where the folks is coming from. And see who's tuning in, man.
Arkatech Beatz.
What do you do when the love's that good? Every single inch is working like it should. What's a girl to do when a man's that fine? Feeling like a diamond, shining all the time. When he says he wants me, baby, don't you know? It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane.
to everybody jumping in the live, man. That's Cody. Insane.
Arkatech Beatz.
Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Yo, we doing live music reviews tonight, man. Make sure you tapping in. Multi-platinum producers tapping in. Make sure you tapping in.
Young Valley.
Make sure you tapping in.
Rails is popping. 48, I see you, baby, let's roll. Yeah, I gave him a signature on the C note. When it come to these speakers, I'm the keynote. Glock 19 tucked in the Pico. I'm a peacock, she like the deep throat mom. Do new tricks, get it all clean. $250,000 on the truck, I'ma get it all green. Don't you fuck with the EMG, niggas all team black. Stevie and more, bigger cross seas, we be on patrol. Money won't fold, sweet and sour on the bagel, honey on the road. Try to show my man a globe, but Dunny on parole. Damn, P.O. a dick, money on patrol. Damn, I been chose, better off roll. Don Valley on the building, letters all bold. I just hit me a royal flush, better on fold. On the oven, I bake cakes, but better on the stove.
Let's
yeah.
go.
If you wanna make 1 million, you gotta make 2. Say don't bring sand to the beach, I brought the beach through. When New York fell off, Montana brought the east through. Malibu estates, mansion on the beach, at least 2. Don't think out of space with a bitch you can't breathe. Rabbit 16, but my contract like an athlete. From birds on the block to the jet, CB on the wings. Tell your big homie my watch costs 100 billion streams. When it come to maxing on my name's me too. Cause when he got the cash, I was like me too. And when he got the drop, I was like me too. When he almost got shot, I was like me too. Man, this shit right here, dog, is just a preview. Wave God's on the way, Cosmo Brothers Part 2. Huh?
Yeah, I wish I could hit the lotto. Me too. Smoke a blunt while I hit the bottle. Me too. Yeah, I'm feeling to hit the model. Me too. I'm having issues, somebody I need to speak to. I'm just trying to get my flows on. Me too. I'm trying to flow like the boss dog. Me too. Big chain with the frost on. Me too. I need crew in that Perry on. Me too. You ain't fucking with the boys, they got a choice. Buttery flows and silk voice. See, I fuck with them hoes, I get them moist. Yeah, I own the black Rolls Royce, like a building on wheels. 100 stacks pill, lost in 2K20, running back chill. Like the streets in 09, I want it back for real. They want my face on $100 bill. Been in prison 20 joints, $10 million deal. Yeah, you hear the sound, hit them off now. If they started at the bottom, I get them off the ground. Get them, we in the jack, niggas all vets. I can fuck around and resurrect the dipsets. Yeah, minus the rails, minus the riders. Fuck all that. Big Apple minus the ciders. Tryna fuck Zendaya and Miley Cyrus, come on. Yeah, I wish I could hit the lotto. Me too. Smoke a blunt while I hit the bottle. Me too. Yeah, I'm feeling to hit the model. Me too. I'm having issues, somebody I need to speak to. I'm just trying to get my flows on. Me too. I'm trying to flow like the boss dog. Me too. Big chain with the frost on. Me too. I need crew in that Perry on. Me too. Yeah, I wish I could hit the lotto. Me too. Smoke a blunt while I hit the bottle. Me too. Yeah, I'm feeling to hit the model. Me too. I'm having issues, somebody I need to speak to. I'm just trying to get my flows on. Me too. I'm trying to flow like the boss dog. Me too. Big chain with the frost on. Me too. I need crew in that Perry on. Me too.
Max B, French Montana, me too. Coke Wave 3.5.
I used to get them working out.
That's out now. Produced by us, Arkatech Beatz. We're about to jump into this music review. We're going to jump into the music review in another 2 minutes at best. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump into these things, and I'm going to be on for a little while. If you're going to submit what you're going to submit, you know, we'll listen to it if we can get to it. You know, right now the queue is, what's that, about 70? So, you know, can't guarantee anybody getting listened to until even if you're going to submit it, you're going to have to, most likely to try to do a skip to get heard tonight. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. You know, make sure that y'all are, you know, hitting the like button and hitting the comments. It does help the algorithm. I do appreciate that. It's tapping the like button. You know, trying to, you know, get out of these shadow ban areas that we be into. You know what I mean? This is so crazy. So I want to jump into these music reviews that I got going on. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? It's moving along. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna do what we got to do with this for right now. Right. So I'm gonna just kind of get into these joints. I'm gonna just really continue from where I left off yesterday. I think the last one we had played last night was Super Digital. That's on the screen right now, and I'm gonna move to the next track. Cause we played Super Digital last night, which was a decent record. It was a paid skip, so he had skipped the line. So we had listened to it last night. He had a decent video. You know, just, you know, we gave a few critiques. So if you want to check out those, just make sure you check it out on YouTube. That's it should be on Twitch as well. It'll only be there for a few days, so you'll be able to check it out on those platforms if you're trying to look for the review on that. But I think it was the last song that we did last night. And then I had jumped on a live last night with some of my folks in the Future Producer Society. Shout out to those guys. My boy Swagger, I see you. Kaz, Big Rick X, Big Riz. You know what I mean? You know, we had just chopped it up last night. You know, just trying to give guys an idea of what's to come. Pause and you know what we're working on, and you know what's really the goal, and trying to build this community and trying to get folks empowered and really get folks to that, you know, that next level for themselves. You know what I mean? So we're trying to get into that. But I'm about to jump into this next record. It's a paid skip. They've paid to skip the line. There was currently 70 tracks in here. So they paid to skip the line and not waiting. You know, they're not taking a chance of not being heard. This record is called Black Sheep by Jade, right? And their Instagram is at Jaded Karma. And this song is going on their album. So I'm going to get ready to listen to this. Jade, if you're in the building, now is the time to jump into the building. If you're not in, you know, you can always check this review on the replay, because I do put the reviews in the replay. At first I didn't consider putting the replay out. I thought about it, and I thought, you know, why would anybody want to watch the replay? But the truth of the matter is that sometimes, you know, depending on how large the queue is, people may not be able to always be present when they're when I'm giving the feedback or I'm doing the review. So the replay kind of helps folks to be able to, I guess, watch and hopefully find you know, their song. You know, so granted, it may take a little while for you to get to it, because, you know, we're doing a lot of things there, but you know, it is what it is. But we're about to jump into this Jade, the Black Sheep. Make sure y'all are following the folks on that social media and taking a listen.
Cue that shit, Dad.
Yeah. What's up, Flex? What's up, Flex? What's up, Flex? Let's go. Cause I'm that bye-bye black sheep, head full of war. Used to keep shit deep inside, yeah, till I lost my cool. I'm so back and forth, my mind is fucking crazy, dog, I swear. I've been pissing people off just by existing, and I don't care. I came this far hoping to find peace, and now this entity inside of me is finally unleashed. I can't help this shit no more. 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 Cause it's seething at my core. I can't help this shit no more. I can't help this shit no more. Cause it's seething at my core. I was seething at my core. I can't help this shit no more. I can't help this shit no more. I was seething at my core. I was seething at my core. I just landed from space. I just playing in my face. Think I need to pump my brakes. My pockets are getting too heavy. It's honestly causing my back to ache. I'm feeling abundant, and I don't even need no money to feel this rich, cause my energy is redundant. Even though it don't look that way on the surface. Don't matter anyway, cause I know I gotta feel my purpose. Cause I like talking to spirits, and I like playing with tarot. We talking past lives, cause I believe I was a pharaoh. Yeah, I know shit get weird. I'm telling you that right now. You gotta get rid of your fear. Beacon of the lighthouse. They always trying to say something against them. They just need to pipe down. I'ma cause a fucking power outage, dog. I'ma knock the lights out. I'm that black sheep, head full of war. Used to keep shit deep inside, yeah, till I lost my cool. I'm so back and forth, my mind is fucking crazy, dog, I swear. I've been piecing people off just by existing, and I don't care. I came this far hoping to find peace, and now this entity inside of me is finally unleashed. I can't help this shit no more. 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 Cause it's seething at my core. I can't help this shit no more. I can't help this shit no more. Cause I'm seething at my core. I was seething at my core. I can't help this shit no more. I can't help this shit no more. I was seething at my core. I was seething at my core. Face is kicking like a Sparta, bitch. Pack the flower, then spark the shit. I'm so high, came out the store, can't find my car where I parked the bitch. I'm just telling the truth, I get forgetful all of the time. I go off in the booth, you should listen to all of my rhymes, half and half just like a griffin. You can say what you want about me, but you ain't fucking up my mission. People play, but I know they doubt me. I feel like Eminem in this bitch, cause the world would feel so empty without me. Just don't fucking doubt me. Fucking doubt me, bitch. Yeah, just don't fucking doubt. Don't fucking doubt. Don't fucking doubt. Don't fucking doubt. Yeah.
Yo, that's Jade, Karma, Black Sheep. A little dark, right? You know what I'm saying? A little dark, but you know, if in the content matter, you know what I mean? Boys over there, you know, talking something different over there. Kaz, what up, man? Like, yo, they talking something different over there. I'm not sure what he talking something. You know, he talking that dark language. You know what I mean? But anyhow, let me give the review on this, right? Because I believe that he's selected a good beat that to me I think is produced well. I think that he has a good vocal presence, some decent lyrics in terms of the way he put his words together. I think he has the right cadence. I think he has the right energy. So all that stuff that I always complain about for other artists, I think he's on point with it. I do believe that there is an opportunity with this hook because he calls the song Black Sheep. And if you notice, he does it in the beginning of the hook for the first 4 bars. And then he has this 8-bar cadence after the 4 bars, which kind of makes the hook like a total of 12, which is too long. So if you listen to it,
fucking crazy, dog, I swear. I've been pissing people.
Right, so if you listen to it, it's like, and it's kind of got an Eminem feel, if you think about it, Slim Shady, especially on the beat side. But if you listen to it,
full of war.
He goes that ba Black Sheep, you know, hair full of wool, right?
What's up, Flex? What's up, Flex?
Right? Starts good right here.
Let's go. Cause I'm that ba Black Sheep, head full of war. Used to keep shit deep inside, yeah, till I lost my cool. I'm so back and forth, my mind is fucking crazy, dog, I swear. I've been pissing people off just by existing, and I don't care.
You gotta repeat that. You see how he got that 4-bar stanza? He need to repeat that, right? Because that is the core of the hook. He's named the song Black Sheep. He starts it off with the ba Black Sheep, right? Everybody knows that that's that little nursery rhyme. So that's the hook. That's the strongest part of this record. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think people really are catching that. So now watch what he does. After he does the ba Black Sheep, and he does the first 4-bar stanza, right? Now watch what happens to the rest of the hook.
I came this far hoping to find peace, and now this entity inside of me is finally unleashed. I can't help this shit no more. 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 Cause it's seething at my core. I can't help this shit no more. I can't help this shit no more. Cause I'm seething at my core. I was seething at my core. I can't help this shit no more. I can't help this shit no more. I was seething at my core.
dog. Ain't no fucking way. He's at a minute. He just start rapping. Ain't no way, man. Like, You took a winning hook and you just shitted on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. Like, I don't know who told him to sit in the booth and do that for eight more bars. To say that, he could have just did the 4, repeated the 4. It would have had enough of a It would have had enough replay value for that 4 and that 4, and then we'd have had a clean hook. Then he could have started the rap, repeat that shit again, second verse, hook again, and we out of there. Song probably would have been the same length, or maybe even shorter. Song might have been shit. What's the song? What's the song length? What is it showing on the screen here? Hold on, I gotta make sure I can see this shit. It's just a little over 3 minutes. It'd probably been like about 2:45 if we'd have got it the way we gotta go. So, again, like, for those who missed it, like, again, like,
this far hoping to find peace, but now my mind is fucking crazy. I buy black.
Like, this song has to have this 4 bars has to.
Cause I'm that black sheep, head full of war.
Right.
Used to keep shit deep inside, yeah, till I lost my cool. I'm so back and forth, my mind is fucking crazy, dog, I swear. I've been pissing people off just by existing, and I don't care.
Just need to repeat it. That's your hook. If he'd have just taken that and repeated that, that's his hook, man. He gonna go on a whole 8-bar tangent that it don't do nothing for the listener. It might be something that he might wanted to say for himself, because this song a little dark. So if you go back and you listen to the song kind of dark. So he might wanted to just say what he wanted to say because he's trying to show how much of a black sheep that he is. So he's saying some other type shit, which is fine. But it doesn't land for me to be in a good space from a songwriting perspective. It would have been stronger to go the other way. For you to do that, it would have had a replay value. It would have had more of a feel of a real hook, and then it would have got the listener more involved. And by the end of the song, people would have been "Bob Black Sheep," and they'd have been saying it because you're already familiar with that. You know what I'm saying? So you're already familiar with that phrase. So by you incorporating it in that, and then having it be repeated twice, right? By the time you get to the end of the song, right, you would have been you'd have repeated it maybe what? You did twice, right? So that's what 2, 4. It would have been 6 times. It'd have been repeated 6 times, and then we would have had a situation where the song would have had more replay value and probably would have stuck a little bit stronger. That's my critique of it. I don't think that it's really off base that much. You know what I'm saying? Just that too long of a hook, 12 bar hook. Nah, bro. I don't know rap songs, dog. You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of cut that joint off, run that thing twice, and then run that thing twice, and then you should be good. You shouldn't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about making that hook going from 4 bars to 12 bars. And y'all gotta see me counting on the screen. So if you see me count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. You know what I'm saying? So you see me counting the bars in real time. So for people who are not familiar, maybe looking at me like, why is he putting his fingers up? It's because I'm trying to show you guys where it's supposed to really go in, like technically. Like you guys don't really realize that you're listening to music that way, because some people are in it for real. Some people are kind of trying to get into it. Some people don't really know how to count bars at all. So we're trying to make you understand, like, this is the way that songs are structured appropriately. And if you're looking to get into the music business and you're looking to really be successful with your songs, like, your favorite songs are going to follow these formats. It's been going like this for the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that has changed really, and especially when we come to rap music, we've come down from the 16-bar verses to the 12-bar verses. The 12-bar verses was like really a down south thing. I ain't gonna hold you. When we were coming down south from New York to here, New York rappers always did 16 bars. You got a hot 16. Y'all know how it is. Came to Atlanta 2007, 2008. Them boys ain't wanting no 16. They wanted 12. It took a while to get used to that. But now it feels better. You know what I mean? Now it feels appropriate now. Now 16 feels too long. So that's basically telling you if a 16-bar verse is too long, a 12-bar hook is definitely too long, right? So you can't have the hook to be that long. But shout out to Jade for doing that shot. Shout out to Jade for submitting. This is a paid skip. He skipped a line. We're currently at what? What is that? I don't want to get my bad math. What, 73, give or take? So, ain't no way we listening to all of this, folks. I'm just telling y'all, them skips are going to be the way to get heard. So, I'm just giving y'all the game. But thank you for that. I want to start this track because I want to follow this artist. I want to, kind of get more, hear more of this artist. And, to see what they're working with. You know what I'm saying? If they're working with something, then, that might be something that we might be interested in, tapping into. But thank you for that. We're about to get into the next set of joints, man. It's more viewers to share. Yeah, folks, make sure y'all are sharing the live, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all liking the live, sharing the live. Appreciate y'all jumping in. You know what I'm saying? We reviewing music.
I used to get to work and I do this shit from sundown to sun up. Yeah.
I wake up, I roll one. Only myself, I don't compete with no one. This ain't the fast ride, I took the slow one. Didn't have a pound today, decided to grow one. Constantly shopping for Chrome Hearts and Rick Owens. Constantly ducking cops from the pounds that I'm blowing. Got a loft in a couple properties. Playing Monopoly with real money. Another bong rip, I'm a little sluggish. Pardon my cuss subjects,
$1 Million Baby
but I do
4.
what I want and really love it. Tatting my face.
3 more days. Max
Late
B.
at night, she hit me for discussion. Asking me good questions. Counting my words and taking every lesson.
18 years, yeah, spun off. I've been getting rich, it's over one-offs. I can drive the bag and get you done off. Damn, nigga.
She wanna be just like me.
Can't wait for this. I hope y'all can't wait for this one to get out here, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. Just so that you know. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Coach J, what up, man? Coach J is my brother from another mother. We're about to jump into this next page skip. This joint is called Deeper in the Dirt. All right, so this is another page skip. They have skipped a line of 70 people to make sure that they get heard in real time. This is Deeper in the Dirt by Dennis Lowry. Dennis, you in the building, Dennis? Tell me you're in the building, Dennis, so I can get this thing started. And while we wait for you to make sure that you're in the building, because you are a paid skip, I want to make sure that you're here for the feedback.
Slow down.
Little Mac B, Mac B, Arkatech Beatz.
Why you do that? V12 on 24s and plenty holes in the shoes. Yeah, doing 95 in the bands. See the feds on my ass. Like the blunt hit the music. Then I step on the gas. Now I'm speeding in the lane as if I had a quota.
Let's go.
Got my bitch, she shot good with a pizza and a cola. She don't panic at all. My baby play it cool. It don't matter, police, you know she's spraying the tube. It was just like yesterday when I gave her the penis. She stole my ego when she called me a musical genius. What you give me credit for? Baby, I ain't shit. 274 pound. Baby, they ain't piff. Bigger belly, that type of nigga that ski off the tube. Raid the cabinets in the fridge and need a bowl of food. But the dick I lay it heavy. It's something like a Chevy with a V10 engine sitting on 20-inch Pirellis. Baby girl's ready. In the eyes I was the shit. Till she busted me with another bitch. She said, why you do that? I said, I'm sorry, baby. That was Bigger Belly, not Charlie, baby. Why you do that? She said, don't call me, baby. Don't categorize me with all your ladies. Why you do that? I tried to tell you before, early on, but you wouldn't listen. Why you do that? V12 on 24s and plenty holes in the shoes is glistening. Got the game in the loop, keep the thing in the boot. Got the virus to cook up pot, I cocaine in the coop. I'm making pain on the stoop. 40s, 20s, and dimes. It used to be Mason Bethel, now all my honeys is mine. We get money in the grind, we did it.
Who want to hear or why you do that part 2? Oh, man. Listen, you can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, man. What a wonderful time to be alive. So, listen, I'm about to jump into the second joint, man. This joint is called Deeper in the Dirt. Dennis Lowry, man. About to listen to your joint. Paid skip. He skipped a line of approximately, what are we looking at? 73 people. It's crazy. Let's go.
Well, it's taken me a long time to realize that the grass ain't always greener and the sun don't always shine. Now I have trouble with recalling all the things that I've done wrong, all the bridges that I've burnt, being where I don't belong. But I don't mind the pain that hurts. It's all just lessons learned. And all the years that go by throw me deeper in the dirt.
Deeper in the dirt.
Oh, ain't it funny when you look back at the fool you used to be and all the things that you could have done and the life you used to lead. But I suppose since I'm older, I've got a good excuse to take the weight up off my shoulder and to pass it on to you. Cause I don't mind the pain that hurt. They're all just lessons learned. All the years that go by throw me deeper in the dirt.
Could be AI.
Yeah, I don't mind the pain that hurt. It's all just lessons learned. And all the years that go by throw me deeper in the dirt.
It's a lonely road for me. And I see that woman. Listen. That's Deeper in the Dirt by Dennis Lowry. Listen, man. Thank you for submitting. You know, this is a little outside of my current wheelhouse, but I will give you the review. that you skipped the line for. So what do I think of this tune? I think this is a okay tune, right? I don't really feel like there's much of a hook here, right? I feel like that's really absent here. I think the instrumentation is cool. I feel like, at times it could feel like it's a little off timing. I feel like in your vocal performance, I feel like you have a very unique voice. Believe it or not, I think you have a really a good voice. I think it could be marketed, in a weird kind of way. I know folks going to look at me like I got three heads, but I feel like, there is enough unique sounding to it that it could possibly be marketed, if it's kind of, packaged in the right way, So I would, kind of probably say, okay, like, with a voice like that, if it's real, right? Because, there's some folks that say it may be AI. But let's assume that it's not AI. Let's assume that it's just an older artist who has a very unique voice, who's doing this country right now. The song, is pretty decent in terms of the lyrics in between. It sounds like it's more personal. But we just need something more on the hook to make sure that we can drive that deeper in the dirt. Make that go. Something that's more repeatable that can kind of keep going. You know what I mean? I know it's not necessarily heavy like that in certain types of country, but I still feel like it should be a hook here of a sort that makes it feel more or more repeatable or replayable. And if we were to take the vocal performance, keep that same tone, keep that same voice texture, maybe run a little auto tune to make sure that it's not pitchy, and kind of hit the record with a little bit more, I don't want to say soul, right? But I would say probably hit the record with just a little more somber feeling, in terms of trying to relay that energy through the track. I think it can go, you know what I mean, with a few tweaks and stuff like that. And you just got to find your market and find your niche for it. So kudos to you for, watching. I appreciate that. Kudos to you for even deciding to submit it on this platform. All right. Kudos to you for that. You know what I'm saying? Some folks would have listened to our platform and listened to, look at our history and our discography and would have said, maybe this is not the audience for that. But I appreciate you trusting, my experience in this business to be able to lend you some sort of constructive feedback. So, shout out to Dennis Lowry. That was Deeper in the Dirt. We're going to keep this thing on. We're going to be on for just, like I said, just a few more minutes. We got this album coming out in 3 days, so we're really gearing up, and we're really working on this next album in between. And it's been hectic, and I got a lot of work to do. So, I'm on here for a limited time, man. I'm trying to give folks that understanding, like, I'm logging on, but you got to make sure that you're prioritizing yourself.
Arkatech Beatz.
Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. As I look around, we the realest in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left.
Let's focus.
Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. As I look around, we the realest in the game left. More money, same nigga, better frame, same picture. Feds is watching, why they ain't get you? They ain't your niggas, they ain't with you. You don't see them, then they say they missed you. All the bad luck and hate they wish you. You and your homie, different casket, same pastor, same scripture. I'm in the hood where the drugs is, never that far away from where the plug is. Homemade corn liquor in the tub is, down bottom somewhere hot where the bugs is. Object is the rise up above this. Why you think all the real niggas love Kiss? Instagram got people so caught up with likes, motherfuckers forgot what real love is. Check it. Right off the back of them big 18-wheelers. As soon as I get it, they go to the dealers. Yeah, they been fucking with us, I know that they feel us. Woo! Ain't too much to say cause they know we the realest. Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. As I look around, we the realest in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. Realest niggas in the game left. As I look around, we the realest in the game left.
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live, man. That's Jadakiss realest in the game, man. Top 5 that are alive. Arkatech Beatz on that track, man. If you didn't know, go check it out. If you haven't heard it before, if your first time listening to that, you know, you missed a gem. You missed a gem if you missed that one. I'm gonna get into this next joint. This is called Under My Skin. Schizophrenic, I guess. You know, that's how it's pronounced in the joint. So we're gonna jump into it. Let's take a listen real quick.
Are y'all ready for this? Shit just gets under my skin, you know. I'm always looking to become a better version of me, which is a gift and a curse because I stay restless, I stay searching like an addict, you know. Will I ever find true peace? Will I ever reach that peak? Or is that a pipe dream? Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. It's the Shaolin funk. Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. This is Shaolin funk. In a state of meditation, reaching mental elevation, virtually impeccable, winning streak PlayStation. I'm like a microphone junkie. I'll be spitting till it be smelling funky. Been crafted for years, but I'm still never getting clunky. Your grades will never flunk me. Hit it in numbers, game like Sudoku. You can fool me with your antics like Goku with Doku. Monkey business Goku like a dragon and no desire. Spin your weapon liner, and this time don't be a fucking liar. You even never reach a peak, but you can be a high flyer. Build your empire, this time tells shit will expire. Fatigue grips in, and the key thing, keep on rolling to spark up a fire. Wishing someday you really will wear a tire. Routinely sitting in an office with your thoughts below the surface. You bought to do a Monday living, are you happy with your purchase? Think about it while I spark up the good shit. Wear a custom suit fit, stretch your mind, even if it's a tight knit. Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. It's the Shaolin funk. Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. This is Shaolin funk. Sometimes it's like I live in a dream. Adventure and experience and the shit's like dopamine. My own growth, can you cope with me? It's provoking, but please consider this here my token. So I'm running on this track like an athlete chased by a lion. Consider buying this idea, there's always a way to stay. Define the odds when you're seeing double. Your nose is spells of trouble. When you gotta close one eye to find your binoculars in the goddamn rubble. Caught it with depression, find its way back in my arms like regression. So return your surf with a heavy dose of passive aggression. Just like my healing session, to put my open confession. My passion married to a tongue lashing. If silence never cash it in, wasted potential, but I keep it real, I'm not delulu. Empty night, my thoughts to an army like Shaka Zulu. This who I am, not some pseudo persona. I portray myself to be. It creeps out of my skin and comes out with a better version of me. It's all good, sweet like Kinder Bueno. Hustle a fuego, life's not child's play. And keep rebuilding yourself up like Lego. Growing up, not having much, I treat it as a blessing. Learn a thing or two when time is of the essence. That's why I'm stressing. You have limited chances, can be over before you know it. When you reach the point of the finish line, you want to slow it. I break it down, you know shit's serious when you wear a tuxedo. So give me all you got, I return with a reply like mental Aikido. Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. It's the Shaolin funk. Throwing knowledge at your dome on on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. This is Shaolin funk. Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. It's the Shaolin funk. Throwing knowledge at your dome on top of the mountain. I protect my home, inspiration free roam. Perfect my craft like a Buddha monk. Take your stance, you know it. This is Shaolin funk.
This is a dope part of the beat right here. Yo, shout out to Schizophrenic, man. That's a joint called Under My Skin. Yeah, this is not really my cup of tea. Because, you know, I'm not really a fan of this type of rap kind of cadence. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this rap cadence is like, it kind of makes people feel like they can rap and be like too wordy and off of the beat. Like, that's really my largest issue with this, is that you have a song that's called Under My Skin, and then you only say Under My Skin in the beginning of the song, and it's nowhere in the hook. It's nowhere present throughout the rest of the record. It's supposed to, it sounds like the song should be named Shaolin Funk, right? Because that's what's being repeated in the hook, not Under My Skin. So I don't really understand that. I don't understand the naming of the song and not being referenced to what the name of the song is. This just doesn't make sense to me, right? So you're basically setting us up to listen to something that's not prevalent through the rest of the record, and I don't know if that makes sense at all, right? From a branding, from a marketing, from a hook perspective, there's no way for us to remember what the name of the song is if it's not related to what the song is about, right? So to me, that's just like an absolute no-no. Like, just absolutely no. That doesn't even work in any kind of it just doesn't work, right? So then I want to go deeper into this in terms of the rap cadence. And the rap cadence, I can't get with it. You know what I mean? It's the and then the beat is going different. So it's one thing if the beat kind of can enhance that type of rap flow, but if the beat doesn't really enhance that, or if it doesn't marry properly, it just sounds like it's just too many words. And it's just sound like you're trying to be smart on the track, but it really comes off really kind of stupid. I'm sorry to say it so harshly, but that's really the thing here. It's like the key here is to find a flow that rides on the beat. There's a flow that marries accurately with the track itself, you know. And I think there has to be somebody in the room that says, "Bro, you rapping, you overdoing it. You're doing too much. You putting too many words in the thing to try to make it sound more intelligent." And, you know, Jay-Z will tell you all day, less is more. You got to dumb it down. Like, you can't be running around with this type of rhyme flow, because what you'll really find is that it's really, you know, I don't want guys to feel like because, you know, Eminem got away with it 20 years ago that you can do it. You know, because maybe a Tech 9 can do that every now and again. These guys are one in a million, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really are. So, like, you really have to, if you're going to do the shit, you're going to have to do the shit in the right type of way. You can't do it you can't do it in this kind of weak type of way that you're trying to do it. I'm sorry to say it that way, but, you know, I just got to try to keep it. I'm trying to keep it 100, man. You know, I like to really think before I say what I want to say, but I also don't want to be in the teardown business. But I also have to keep it real in terms of like, yo, I've been around long enough to see that this type of style doesn't work very well in the marketplace. You know, like, it doesn't work as well as, it doesn't work like you think it should work. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough data that supports the way that you're doing this, that shows that it works. You know what I mean? Like you're leaning towards something that may be unique in certain types of ways, but it's an uphill battle to find people that's going to be able to resonate with this, because technically what it does is it kind of goes against the music, and folks don't like their lyrics and their songs to go against the music. That's why we want things to be married together. That's why when you write a song with somebody, you're married to that person and that songwriter for the life of that song. It's married together. If it's not married properly, it doesn't necessarily work. But that's my critique of it. That's my 2 cents. I might have added on a little bit more of a review than I should have, considering that it's not a paid skip or a throne. So, but I have to kind of make sure that I'm giving out the right type of feedback for the artists that may be submitting behind you, so that they can understand, what they should be looking to do and what they can expect from me if you're going to submit to kind of get a review from me. But I do appreciate that. That's Under My Skin by Schizophrenic. Make sure you guys are filling in your social media credentials on there, because, again, this will get seen and re-seen and all that stuff. So you want to make sure that it's there. Yo, shout out to Kaz, man. Kaz, you back in the building again. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Is this off the new MPC? Tell me this is off the new MPC, brother. Tell me this is off the new MPC XL. He just got the new XL. Tell me this is off of that. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you. Kaz Productions, Archives of Life. Hold on, what BPMs is this? He got the BPMs in here. Let me make sure that. Instrumental, Archives of Life, instrumental, 120 BPMs. I'm going to assume this is on the new MPC XL. Let's take a listen. Shout out to my man Kaz Productions.
Archives of my life, nothing is wasted. Every heartbreak that came out and stayed through, every setback carved and engraved it. I am who I am, 'cause I had a passion. I kept the wounds, I kept the lessons, I kept the doubt, I kept the blessings. Every loss turned into direction. I built up my strength through the rejection. Carved and engraved it. I am who I am, 'cause I had a passion. I kept the wounds, I kept the lessons, I kept the doubt, I kept the blessings. Every loss turned into direction. I built up my strength through the rejection. Setback, carved and engraved it. I am who I am, 'cause I had a passion. I kept the wounds, I kept the lessons, I kept the doubt, and I kept the blessings. Every loss turned into direction. I built up my strength through the rejection.
Yo, this where'd you catch this loop?
Engraved that I am who I am, 'cause I had a fashion. I kept the rules, I kept the lessons, I kept the down, I kept the blessings. Every loss turned into direction. I built up my strength through the rejection.
You ran it through Suno. Did you tell it what tempo to stay into? Because what I would have probably have liked to have heard on it is I would have liked to hear how the drums go with your vocal sample.
Archives of my life, nothing's wasted.
I would have liked to hear the archive of my life with the archive of my life. Right? 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 And if we keep it like we want it to go with that. Because what it starts to feel like when we're going from the vocal sample, because you've pulled the drums out, and then when we go into the drum situation, it gives this little thing like it's kind of like, okay, well, it's not necessarily of the same tempo. So it kind of gives me that feel like it's like a, kind of like it's not going smoothly into the next transition of the different parts of the song. So I'll give some game on it, right? So when we're prompting it like this, right, make sure that when we say we put in our audio reference in the Suno. This is the Suno stuff that I'll let you know. You put in your audio reference in the Suno. You're gonna press. Of course, you're gonna put custom. You're gonna put your lyrics inside of it. Then you're gonna have that little thing that says styles, right? So of course, under styles, we're gonna say, okay, we want it to be a pop reference, or maybe it's a soul reference, right? Then we want to look at we want to go into our main sample, right? So the main sample on your MPC, you want to go into your main sample. You want to find that sound. You want to go into the program edit mode. You want to find that main sample. You want to find out what key that main sample is. If that sample is in the key of G major or G minor, whatever that is, you want to add that into the prompt. You want to say, hey, I want to have it a soul, R&B, vocalist, male, whoop, 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 key of G minor, G major, whatever that might be. BPMs, you want to put the BPMs of your track. BPMs, 80 BPMs, comma, 80 beats per minute, comma, tempo, 80, right? So you basically prompting it 3 times to make sure that you're telling it, stay in this key, stay in this tempo, right? We want to say key of this, right? And then make sure those things, and then we do our output. So now when we take our stuff from Suno into the MPC, now most times that stuff's going to line up the way it's supposed to. Now granted, now they got the new thing in the studio where you can warp it a little bit, and it'll, if you change the tempo, it'll time map a little bit, time warp. That's cool. The main thing though is to make sure that the original output is where you want it to be in terms of key and tempo. Then you fly that into your track. Then you program all of your drums and everything along the vocal sample, along with the main regular sample. Then what that will do is this will put everything in the pocket. And I feel like this is where I'm having a little bit of an issue with this one. Is that it's like it's not in the pocket the way that I would like it, and I would like to hear the drums on the vocal sample, because I think that what you did vocally on the vocal sample, I think it works. I think that the hook from that you take works, and then the other surrounding sounds, I feel like they all work as well. I just feel like the drums might be need a little bit louder, and then we might need to determine if we need to keep the snare where it is, or if we need to find something that might be slightly louder. But we want to make sure that we're trying to get this record to drive a little bit more. But let me see something.
Every heartbreak that came and stayed through, every setback, carved and engraved it. I am who I am, 'cause I had a vision. I kept the wounds, I kept the lessons, I kept the doubt, I kept the blessings. Every loss turned into direction. I built up my strength through the rejection.
Stone Cold, what up? I like this. I really like this sample. I like this whole thing that we put together on this. You know what I'm saying? This airy feel along with the piano. It's like, yo, if we can get all of this stuff to go into pocket, then we're working with something. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of getting the right thing into pocket. Now compare it to the one that you submitted to me the other day, right? The one that you submitted to me the other day, where I thought that oh, that's you on the keys. That's what's up. So the one that you submitted to me the other day, like those instruments were like, seemed like they were way like out of, you know, the realm of all of the other parts of the track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you just want the Suno to get, like, listen, man, this is the appropriate use of Suno. And we talked about this when we had our little, when we had our talk last night on the live. Shout out to my folks in the Future Producer Society. We had like a private situation where we talked about it. Like, this is the way to use Suno, is to take your voice, use it as an instrument, throw it in. Nah, you're not bugging. It's 73 out of, it's really like 210. You see it, you just see in the last 73, but it was really, you know, we had really 210 since we started this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I've been jumping on. So if you're new here, I've been jumping on nightly, you know. Yeah, but people is trying to get in, man. You got to realize, man, you know who you talking to right now, man. Shout out to Max B, French Montana, man. Coke Wave 3.5. We on that record right now. Max B, $1 Million Baby 4 coming out in 3 days. We produced half that album. Come on, man. We out here for real. Wiz Khalifa record. 2 Chainz record with Max B on that album. Produced by us. We out here for real. That's why people submitting like that. I can't speak for the mother folks. I can't speak for the mother folks doing music reviews, but we out here for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We doing it in real time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we looking to get it together. So, yo, Kaz, so back to what I was saying with this one. Same thing, man. So just try to take that iteration. Yeah, Max just got out, man, November 9th, man. You know, yeah, I know you, come on, man. He got the #1 record in the country ever since you left me, man. Come on, man. Tell me you in tune, man. You in tune? You not in tune? Tell me you're not in tune with French Montana and Max B, man. Tell me you not in tune, bro. Max is the hottest thing out of New York right now, man. Come on. So what I'm saying in a nutshell when it comes to this is to let's try putting that vocal sample in along with the piano and the rest of the stuff that you're playing out, and making sure that all goes together, and then write the drums. Write the drums right on top of that. Once you write the drums on top of that, make sure we on the metronome. Boom, 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 boom. We got to make sure we on it. It'll sound totally different. Guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what you're trying to do, you're just trying to get everything to line up on the grid. That's why a lot of times when you see me, program a lot of the drums, if you notice, I program a lot of my drums holding on a note repeat button. And it's because I want it on the grid. I don't like to play with it off the grid. You know, keeping most things on the grid and keeping most things on timing is going to help us 90% of the time. Now, granted, you got some songs out there like Dilla and these guys that like to kind of do things a little off grid, a little bit of swing and stuff like that. But for the most part, the majority of your music is going to be the way it is. Listen, not for nothing, man. Everything was by design for Max, man. You know, for the stuff that happened, the thing that happened to Max is what happened to him. Now is his time. You know, so everything is in God's time and in God's time. He wasn't supposed to be out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it saved his life. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it saved his life. Maybe he had to mature. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what God's plan was for making that happen the way it did. But he's out now, and he's hot as fish grease. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about doing video for Why You Do That. I would love to see a Why You Do That video with our track. Because that's our song, Why You Do That. So I would love to see him do a video that he was supposed to do for Why You Do That. You know what I'm saying? That would make me smile in a way that I can never believe, because I always wanted to see a Max B video to my song like that. You know what I'm saying? So if he actually does a retro one because he didn't get a chance to do it, like just seeing him perform it is so dope to me after 20 years. But I want to be able to see him, you know, get a clean video to that bitch and see that joint out there. That joint would feel so good for me right now. Cass, do that for me with that. Do that for me with this record so we can get it where it need to be. Let's try it. Let's see how that sounds. Richie Stone called. What's up, man? We missed you on the call yesterday. We had a little call. I'm gonna post it inside of the forum, inside of the Future Producer Society for folks. If you're a producer and you're trying to learn this music business and you're trying to get some straight tips and be mentored directly by me, make sure that you're jumping into our Future Producer Society at school.com/Future Producer Society. It's free to join, and then there will be a lot of things in there, modules in terms of the music business, copyright, music publishing. We're going to be adding on a ton of things this week. I'm just waiting for this $1 Million Baby 4 to drop, and then I'll have a little bit more time to just put all the content in there that I've been working on. Look out for our exclusive Future Producer Society drum sounds. I call the first set of those called the Arch Nemesis. So it'll be Arch Nemesis volumes 1 through 5. I'm thinking we're looking at anywhere between 128 and maybe 256 sounds. We're going to see. We just got to see where it lands and see how long it takes to curate it the way we want to be curated. And yeah, we're going to put all that stuff in there, and all of that stuff will be available to the members. Depending on your tier. If you're on a certain tier, that it'll be free to you. If you're on a lower tier, it may not be free or it may be discounted. It just kind of depends. If it's on the free tier, there may be some free offers, but not many. But we're gonna make it do what it do. So make sure people can jump into that. I'm about to jump off of the live review that's gonna be for me for the night. Got to jump into some work. Shout out to the partner Mike Drama D. I know y'all guys are gonna have 10 feet of snow in New York, and I'm so glad I ain't got to be part of that. so glad I ain't got to be part of that. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's jumping in. If you're gonna submit your songs, man, like now, what's that? We got like I said, 73 joints, man. The way for you to get listened to, man, is just a skip. I ain't gonna hold you. It's gonna be hard to listen to these joints. But until the next time we go live, which I hope will be tomorrow, God willing. We're about to get up out of here. Peace, y'all. I'm cooking up. I gotta finish this tonight. Yeah, I actually started it last night.